Hello and welcome to Around the Air Force. A major goal of operations in Afghanistan is to help the country learn to defend itself. A team of American scholars is helping to do that by assisting in the development of Afghanistan's National Military Academy. Staff Sergeant Harry Kibbe introduces us to this joint team of mentors.
It's enrollment week at the National Military Academy of Afghanistan.
Approximately 1,800 candidates that are vying for probably around 300 different spots.
A team of American mentors from Combined Security Transition Command Afghanistan watch as the competition gets fierce.
You know, there's basically 6 people applying for every position they have.
Those accepted to the academy will receive 4 years of education before beginning their 10-year commitment to the Afghan National Army as a second lieutenant.
Many of them see this opportunity here. They're very, very excited to be able to come here. They want to be able to be a student here. They want to be able to be educated here so that they can go back to their province and they can share that with everybody that they see around them. And I think that's very exciting.
We're changing the view of how people see America in a lot of ways. One of the benefits of having these 1,800 students here is no matter what they've heard in their different provinces about Americans, they see my team here and they see us involved with education and helping Afghans, something that they want. And that's a great message.
Good morning, how are you? One of the things the American faculty mentors have found during their time here is that the desire to serve is a concept that's universal among Academy hopefuls.
They were very, very excited about serving their country. They were very, very excited about receiving an education.
Different language here, but they're basically the same as the students I teach back at West Point.
Hopeful students striving to achieve, not only for themselves, but for their entire country. Staff Sergeant Harry Kibbe, Kabul, Afghanistan.
Many foreign countries are intrigued by America's air power. Senior Airman Matthew Klaus tells us a reporter from India visited Hill Air Force Base, Utah, to produce an aircraft documentary on the F-16.
Vishnu Sham is the associate editor of India's largest 24-hour news network, New Delhi TV. He's filming a series of documentaries on the world's greatest fighter aircraft, and came to Hill Air Force Base to ride in one of them.
My documentary focused specifically on the F-16 and what it's all about, and what it was like to actually get a ride on the jet.
His flight started with a vertical takeoff that pushed nearly 7 Gs.
Oh, it was amazing.
And ended with a trip over the Great Salt Lake. Sham has worked with the U.S. Air Force before during joint exercises, and says the growing relationship between the two countries is encouraging.
I'm extremely impressed at the close bond that's developed between the U.S. Air Force and the Indian Air Force, and it's part of this larger strategic sort of bonding of our countries.
Along with producing documentaries, Sham anchors News at 9 and The X Factor for New Delhi TV. Senior Airman Matthew Klaus, Hill Air Force Base, Utah.
It's called Operation Maggie Migration. The Air Force flew Maggie, a 25-year-old African elephant at the Alaska Zoo, on a C-17 cargo aircraft to her new home in California. Officials with the Alaska Zoo and the Performing Animals Welfare Society, or PAWS, contacted the Air Force because no commercial options existed to safely move the elephant. The 10,000-pound crate designed to move Maggie arrived last week at the Alaska Zoo. It's more than 100 feet high, 83 feet wide, and 18 feet long. Lieutenant General Douglas Frazier, commander of the 11th Air Force, said the Air Force looked forward to flying Maggie to her new home on an Alaska-based C-17. Maggie went to the Alaska Zoo in 1983 when she was just a year old. The zoo's board of directors voted to relocate Maggie to PAWS last month after deciding it was in the best interest to her health and well-being to be with other elephants in a milder climate. For more on today's top stories, log on to Air Force Link. For Around the Air Force, I'm Tech Sergeant Ron Rogers.